There's a word that I've been coming back to a lot these last few months, almost a year actually. It's got really, really deep meaning the more and more I think about it. It has a huge meaning in the future, in the past, in the present, in every aspect of my life. It's got a hold on it. And that word is contentment. And it convicts my heart a little bit because I'd like to call myself a pretty well-rounded arborist. I've done quite a bit. I got to experience quite a bit of stuff, fortunately, with where the road has taken me. And it never seems enough. I want to do more, experience more, be a part of more, be involved more, explore more. And that never-ending satisfaction, it creeps up. And I find myself coming back to that word contentment, and what that means. Are you happy within the moment of where you're at? And especially lately now, I've been thinking about and following. It's a YouTube guy, and they've got Instagram and stuff. It's Funker530. That's Funker. They share war video, and they're accurate about it. They give real-time data. It's not, there isn't a political agenda, or I'm on this side or that side, and that's, I'm not trying to portray that either. I think war sucks for both sides. It sucks that it has to happen. The people dying sucks. It sucks. People in Ukraine, and what's going on with Russia, and now with Israel and Hamas and the Palestinians. It's just unfortunate, and it got me thinking when I was watching some of the live stream he was talking about. And it sucks both sides, but I try to imagine myself being in their shoes. And I was coming home the other day, pulling into my neighborhood, just imagining, what if I lived in the Gaza Strip, or over in Ukraine in Bakhmut, or just somewhere where that stuff is going on, and seeing my whole neighborhood just leveled, and how heartbreaking that would be. It would suck. It'd be unfortunate, and it's good to step back and realize, man, how great we have it. Yeah, especially, in my life, everybody's got their own struggles, and everybody has their own struggles and the challenges for the day. But I can't imagine coming home and losing everything that my wife and my kids we've worked for at home. The trees we planted, the flowers we have, the memories inside that home, the pictures, the documents, the furniture, and it just like that, all gone. And I can't imagine being a Russian, because I'm of military age, right? 37, and having to be drafted with no choice by the government to go and take part in a war, and have to leave my wife and kids, and to know that I'm just cannon fodder, and that I'm fighting a battle I don't know too much about, and I feel very, very, very fortunate. And it's just a reflection of my heart right now, but I found myself being really, just really judgmental when I get on social media. first time I met him was in 2010. I just got my ISA certification, certified arborist. My boss, Al Wagner at the time, with Mountain High Tree Care in Colorado Springs, encouraging me to participate in, the ISA RMC, ITCC, the International Tree Climbing Competition. And man, I was nervous. I was so nervous, man. I remember standing in the. This is before the open ascent, right? We didn't have all them fancy doodads, the Taz, the zigzag. This was footlock days. And I remember sitting in the line, I forget what group I was, whatever, about fifth up, and a guy taps me on my shoulder and says, "Hey, when you're done, can I borrow your rescue 8 or your figure 8 that you have?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, that's cool. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go," because I was in front of him. And we started talking, and I didn't know the guy. I was like, "This is pretty cool, man. This guy's a cool dude." Asking how I was doing, how am I feeling about the competition, just made me feel like one of the dudes, or one of the team members there, because there are some female competitors. And so I did my footlock. I did okay. And he gave me a high five. Said, "Yeah, good job, man." I was able to. I didn't time out. Did pretty good. Because I've been practicing a bit. And gave him the rescue 8, or the figure 8. It was a figure 8. Sorry, not with yours. And he used it, and then we went on our way. Come to find out, that was Charlie Wagner. He's a 5-time, 6-time Rocky Mountain champion. Been in the international competitions, And what an impact. I mean, that was 13 years ago or so, whatever, 13 years ago. Man, what a cool experience it was, because it made me realize what the tree industry is about. Like, it's about that camaraderie, not about, like I was for some time, being selfish and arrogant and a prick. In my mind, on the outside I was doing okay, but on the inside, man, I was judging everybody. Just a fool. I'd done better. I could do this. And but I think about those guys, he's just there, man, to help cheer you on. He's there to have fun. And even though he's a champion, he didn't say, "Well, I'm Charlie Wagner. You better let me borrow that figure 8 because I'm the best." He was there chilling and encouraged me, and it was pretty neat. There's a guy, Court Sherwood, one of my mentors way back in the day with the Davey Tree Care experts. He's the one that taught me a lot of what I know. I remember he was in charge of the work climb, and he was checking me out, making sure my gear was in place. And we tree guys, we like shiny things that jingle when we're moving around. It sounds like ding 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 ding. We're up there. Look how cool I am. Look at this shiny. I don't know what it does, but it's super cool. And it's jingling, and he's looking at my harness. He's like, "You don't need that. You don't need that. Let's get rid of that." He's like, "What are you doing, man? You ain't removing this thing." Just started peeling gear off of me left and right, taking 30 pounds of stuff that I didn't really need. I had, webbing and carabiners and redirects and pulleys and all just a bunch of nonsense that, maybe if I was doing a Masters Challenge, it might have been good, but didn't need it for the work climb. And so he dialed me in, tied up my lanyard. He's like, "Oh, you're going to need about this long, and then that's all you need." And it's just like guys like that, it's Court Sherwood. He's another fantastic arborist. And just super encouraging, there to make you a better person. And that's what's cool about the tree industry, is that they're the guys, the leaders, the guys that stand out. Mark Chisholm, Jared Abergina, Lawrence Schultz. These guys. Lawrence Schultz can set up a rigging system that is out of this world and is beautiful, and and complex, but they know. I know he knows, because I got to meet the guy a few times. He's super awesome. They know that, without their team members, they're nothing. He could set up the fanciest rigging system in the world, but if he doesn't have a good team, that camaraderie with people to send them up the gear, control the line, and control the tag lines, or get him water when he needs it, he's nothing. And Jared Abergina, I bet, feels the same way. Mark Chisholm, without their guys' team members, we're nothing. Without, same with me. I've learned that a long time ago. I try and not let it get to my head, but every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the best. I can fell any tree and run any crane and helicopter work and blah blah blah. But man, I'm nothing without my guys. And how am I treating those guys? Am I treating them with respect that, now that I'm more advanced in the arborist community, am I going to be a Charlie Wagner or a Lawrence Schultz and meet a little Kevin Kelly in the climate competition line and just treat him like he's one of the dudes, I hope I do. That's it's been on my mind lately. But yeah, back to contentment. It's about contentment where my heart's at. It's been tough. It's been a tough next couple years, man. It's been tough. The company I work for, it's been tough. A lot of changes in my life, family, people who I think are friends, end up doing things that really hurt. I find out things said, it's really discouraging. And vice versa. I feel like a pile of crap for some stuff I've done. I lost that love for the community, the arborist community. And it's tough. But
Bryson was across the aisle, and he got up.
Yeah, contentment. Contentment, man. If I can, encourage you today, be content. Because we could be somewhere else. Not the doggone people having a hard time. Life sucks sometimes. But most of us are doing pretty good. And you might not be doing the latest and greatest. The big crane removals, the glory work. You could be in Mrs. Jones' backyard right now doing fruit production on some crab apple or an apple tree. But just find that contentment. That life ain't so bad. I got people that care about me. I got a job I love. I'm able to get water when I want to. The people in Hamas, the Gaza Strip, all the water's cut off. I can't imagine my family being there. Those innocent people. And it's unfortunate the governments, we all can't get along, but I can't imagine not having water, find a bathroom, or food, or not being able to go where I want to go, and carrying everything I own on my back to go seek safety, and knowing when I come home, everything I've strived for gone. And I don't think they have insurance. They don't have war insurance or anything like that in that country. I don't think. I don't think I would get everything back with my homeowner's insurance, because let's face it, it's insurance. You don't get everything back. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening.